Have you ever felt the sting of betrayal from those you trust most? Imagine planning the happiest day of your life, only to discover that your fiancé is hiding a dark secret. Meet Jasmine, a woman whose dream engagement turns into a nightmare when she uncovers her fiancé Mark's affair with her best friend, Lily. In a heart-wrenching twist of fate, Jasmine decides to take control of her narrative. At their engagement party, she orchestrates a public expose that leaves everyone stunned. Jasmine had always dreamed of her wedding day. As a little girl, she would spend hours flipping through bridal magazines, imagining herself in a beautiful gown surrounded by friends and family. Now at 28, that dream was finally coming true. She was engaged to Mark, the love of her life, and they were planning a lavish engagement party to celebrate their upcoming nuptials. Mark was charming, successful, and adored by everyone who met him. He had a way of making Jasmine feel special, like she was the only person in the room. Their relationship had blossomed over 3 years, filled with laughter, adventure, and an unbreakable bond. Jasmine felt lucky to have found someone who understood her so deeply. Her best friend Lily had been by her side through it all. They had grown up together, sharing secrets and dreams since childhood. Lily was not just Jasmine's confidant. She was like a sister. The two women often joked that they would be each other's bridesmaids one day. Little did Jasmine know that this bond would soon be tested in the most devastating way. As the engagement party approached, excitement filled the air. Jasmine meticulously planned every detail, from the floral arrangements to the guest list. She wanted everything to be perfect. However, as the days passed, she noticed subtle changes in Mark's behavior. He seemed distracted and occasionally received late-night texts that he quickly dismissed when she asked about them. Despite her growing concerns, Jasmine tried to brush off her intuition as wedding jitters. After all, planning a wedding could be stressful for anyone, but deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. One evening, while preparing for the party, Jasmine caught Mark on his phone in another room. She overheard snippets of his conversation. His tone was flirtatious and playful. When she entered the room, he quickly ended the call and flashed her a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. "Who were you talking to?" she asked casually, trying not to sound accusatory. "Oh, just a work colleague," Mark replied smoothly. Jasmine wanted to believe him. After all, he had never given her any reason to doubt his loyalty before. Yet as the engagement party drew closer, her unease grew stronger. Lily noticed Jasmine's distress and offered support. "You know you can talk to me about anything," she said during one of their late-night chats over wine. "If something's bothering you about Mark or anything else, I'm here." Jasmine appreciated Lily's reassurance, but hesitated to voice her concerns about Mark. She didn't want to sound paranoid or insecure, especially not when everything seemed so perfect on the surface. The night before the engagement party arrived with an unexpected twist. Jasmine decided to surprise Mark by cleaning up his apartment while he was at work. As she organized his belongings, she stumbled upon a small notebook tucked away in his drawer. Curiosity piqued. She opened it and immediately felt her heart drop. The pages were filled with love notes addressed to Lily, sweet messages detailing moments they shared together, and confessions of feelings that should have been reserved for Jasmine alone. "No, this can't be happening," Jasmine whispered to herself as tears streamed down her cheeks. The realization hit her like a freight train. Mark had been cheating on her with her best friend. In disbelief, she flipped through more pages filled with intimate thoughts and plans for secret meetings. Each word felt like a dagger piercing through her heart. The betrayal was overwhelming, The two people she trusted most had deceived her in the worst way possible. The next day was supposed to be one of celebration, their engagement party. But instead it became a day of reckoning for Jasmine. She couldn't bear the thought of pretending everything was fine while knowing the truth about Mark and Lily. As guests arrived at the venue, friends and family excitedly mingling, Jasmine felt like an imposter in her own life. She forced herself to smile and greet everyone, but felt hollow inside. When Mark arrived, he looked handsome in his tailored suit, completely unaware of the storm brewing within Jasmine's heart. As he embraced her tightly, she could feel his warmth, but also the cold reality of his betrayal. "Are you ready for tonight?" he asked with genuine excitement. "Not yet," Jasmine replied softly, pulling away from him slightly. "We need to talk first." Mark's expression shifted as he sensed something was off. "Is everything okay?" "No," she said firmly as they stepped away from the crowd into a private corner of the venue where they wouldn't be overheard. With trembling hands and tears in her eyes, Jasmine confronted him about what she had discovered in his notebook, the love notes meant for Lily. "Why?" she demanded, voice shaking with emotion. "How could you do this to me?" Mark's face paled as realization dawned on him. He stammered for words, but failed to provide any satisfactory explanation. "I didn't mean for it to happen," he finally admitted, guilt etched across his features. "It just happened." Jasmine felt rage boiling inside her as she processed his words, a mix of anger and heartbreak flooding through her veins. "You betrayed me with my best friend," she shouted, unable to contain herself any longer. The engagement party continued around them as if nothing had happened. Laughter echoed through the hall, while Jasmine's world crumbled apart in silence. "I want everyone to know what you've done," Jasmine declared suddenly, fueled by adrenaline and hurt pride. "I won't let you get away with this." Mark's eyes widened in panic as he realized what she intended to do. "Jasmine, please don't. This isn't how you want this night to go." But it was too late. Jasmine had made up her mind. With determination coursing through her veins, she walked back into the main area, where guests were mingling happily under twinkling lights and festive decorations. Clearing her throat loudly enough for everyone nearby to hear drew attention quickly. "Everyone, can I have your attention?" Jasmine called out as guests turned toward her curiously. Mark tried desperately to pull her aside, but failed as she stood tall before their friends and family, the very people who would witness this betrayal unfold publicly. "I have something important I need to share," she continued boldly despite feeling vulnerable inside. "I found out today that my fiancé has been cheating on me with my best friend." Gasps filled the room as whispers erupted among guests who struggled to process what they were hearing. "I have proof," Jasmine added fiercely as she pulled out Mark's notebook from behind her back. A tangible representation of betrayal that would forever change their lives. The atmosphere shifted dramatically. Laughter turned into shock as guests began piecing together what had just happened before their eyes. Friends exchanging bewildered glances, while others looked outright horrified at Mark's actions. Lily emerged from behind a group of friends looking pale. Horror washed over her face as realization hit hard. She hadn't expected this public revelation at all. "Jasmine, wait," Lily called out desperately, but was drowned out by murmurs among guests questioning how long this affair had been going on, and why no one saw it coming sooner. "Save it," Jasmine snapped back fiercely without looking at Lily directly. Anger bubbled up within her again at how easily betrayal slipped from those closest to her heart. As emotions ran high throughout the crowd gathered around them, their friends' loyalties tested, it became clear that lines were drawn between those who supported Jasmine versus those who sided with Mark or Lily out of shock or disbelief over what transpired before them all tonight. With tears streaming down her face, but strength radiating from within herself like never before. Jasmine stepped away from Mark and Lily amidst their humiliation, while knowing deep down that this moment marked an important turning point in life moving forward, without either person by her side anymore. As guests began leaving after witnessing such chaos unfold before them, some offering words of comfort while others simply shook their heads in disbelief, Jasmine took solace knowing that despite everything lost tonight, there lay an opportunity waiting ahead. Freedom from betrayal alongside newfound courage rising up within herself stronger than ever imagined possible. In time spent healing after this traumatic experience unfolded, Jasmine focused on self-discovery rather than dwelling solely upon past heartbreaks inflicted upon herself by those once held dear. She realized how powerful resilience could truly be when faced against adversity head-on. With each passing day came renewed hope blossoming forth like spring flowers emerging after winter's chill. A reminder that even amidst darkness, light can always find its way back into our lives if we allow ourselves space needed for growth. This story captures themes of betrayal and revenge, while also emphasizing personal growth and empowerment after heartbreak. It provides an engaging narrative arc suitable for narration or adaptation into various formats, such as video storytelling or written content. As we conclude the story of Jasmine, we are reminded that betrayal can come from those we trust the most, but it's how we rise from the ashes of heartbreak that defines us. Jasmine's journey is one of resilience and empowerment. She took control of her narrative, transforming pain into strength and finding the courage to move forward. If you've ever faced betrayal or heartbreak, remember that you have the power to reclaim your story. Surround yourself with those who uplift you and embrace the journey of self-discovery.